Hello, and welcome to the English with Colin Podcast, a podcast for English language learners. My name's Colin, I'm an English teacher in Tokyo, and if you're looking to improve your English skills and gain more confidence in your ability to communicate in English, you've come to the right place. In these episodes, I'll provide you with short conversations in English that cover a range of topics, from everyday situations to more specialised subjects. These conversations are designed to help you practice your listening skills and pick up new vocabulary and grammar along the way. Regular listening practice is key to improving your English, and I hope this podcast will become a valuable resource for you on your language learning journey. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the conversation. And remember, the more you listen, the more you'll learn. Hello, Sue.
Hey.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Very well. What was your dream job as a kid?
My dream job? I don't think I had a dream job. There's nothing that I can think that I wanted to do as a job. But
You didn't want to be like a doctor or a nurse or...
No, and I don't remember anyone in my family asking me like, what you want to be when you grow up. But I do remember like my dream or my goal was to study abroad.
Right.
I knew that that's what I wanted to do. I knew it was possible. I knew it wasn't a given.
What do you mean it wasn't a given?
It was not like you go to primary school and you go to primary school, you go to high school.
Right.
Like that's a given. Like you have to. Everybody does that. But not everybody goes abroad to study. But I knew it was possible. I knew people that did. My dad had studied abroad.
Where did he study?
He was in the UK. He went to Warwick, I think. And Reading, and he was in Paris at one time. So I knew, and his friends would have done that, and his friends' kids.
Right.
You know, they were much older than me, so I would have seen them do that as well. So I really knew I wanted to go abroad. And I was really focused for many years, thinking about what I wanted to do, because it was just being abroad. It was not necessarily, I want to study that.
Right.
I knew I wanted to go to the UK, and that was it. And
have that kind of study abroad experience.
Indeed.
So when did you do that? Was it undergraduate?
I did a master's degree.
Right.
So I went to Scotland to do my master's degree, and I really thought about it, and I was very happy with my choice. But the thing about it was because I never really thought about what I wanted to do. It was all focused on that master's degree. Once I finished, I had no idea.
Right. You'd achieved the goal.
I've achieved the goal.
But the next step was a bit of a mystery.
Indeed, because when you want to be something, like the goal is a little bit further away. But I've achieved that, and I had nothing.
Right.
So I had to rethink my life after that. Like,
okay.
So what is it that I really want to do?
Right. Interesting. Yeah, for me, my dream job as a kid, for a long time, I think I wanted to be a lawyer. I didn't really know what lawyers did, but I knew they made money and drove nice cars.
Well, they always dressed spectacularly.
Yeah, they dress well, drive nice cars. So I thought I'll have some of that. But one job that I maybe understood a little bit better was I wanted to be a fighter pilot.
Nice.
And I think there were a couple of reasons why that idea kind of came to me. One was that I was born in 1981, and the film Top Gun was released in 1986.
Right.
So I was a very, a very young kid when that film was really, really popular. My sister liked it. I think she enjoyed the characters more than perhaps the fighter pilot aspect. I think she was a bit of a Tom Cruise fan. And the other side of it was where I lived in Scotland, the Air Force, the Royal Air Force, would often do training exercises. So I'm from a small island in the northwest, and the jets would come and do training exercises. So it was very common to see jets flying high speed, low altitude around where I lived. And it was so exciting to see these jets roar, like tornado jets roar over my house, or we were outside at school and the jets would fly over the school.
You want to be that person, right?
Oh no, it's incredible. And that was kind of what I wanted, but my eyesight wasn't quite up to it. So that I got glasses when I was a young kid, and you need pretty good eyes to be a fighter pilot. And that's a wrap for today's episode of the English with Colin podcast. I hope you enjoyed listening to the conversation and found it helpful in your language learning journey. Remember, the key to mastering a language is regular practice. So make sure you listen to our podcast regularly and keep honing your listening skills. We appreciate your support and feedback. So if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions for future topics, please don't hesitate to get in touch with us. You can find our contact information in the show notes. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to joining you again next time for another conversation in English. Until then, keep practicing and take care.